Good morning, David and Kathleen. I've got a couple of specific exercises for you today. We're only going through 3 because a lot of them are things that we've added recently. But one in particular I want to add is our dumbbell reverse fly. This is going to focus a lot on something Kathleen had brought about, which is feeling that she doesn't have the range or the strength in her upper back and shoulders. So we're going to talk about some dumbbell reverse flies. And then I'm also just going to show you a transition between the tuck-ins and the burpees at the end of this workout, because you only have 2 minutes of work with these 2 exercises, so I really want your transition to be nice and smooth. All right, so our first one are dumbbell reverse flies. You're looking for a medium-sized weight. I would rather you be slightly too light on these the first couple times that you do them to make sure that you can get a nice big range. So starting position from the side, what you're looking for is to drag back to about that 45-degree angle. Don't feel like you need to get all the way down. You've got weights hanging, so anytime that you go all the way down and hang those weights out in front of your body, you're going to take on a little bit of extra pull on that low back. So shift those hips back over the heels. You're looking for about 45 degrees. From that position, elbows are slightly bent as if you're wrapped around a beach ball. Shoulder blades are pulled back and together. Make sure that you don't release the shoulder blades everywhere. That's part of the endurance that we're working, is between the upper back and shoulders, or between the shoulder blades. From here, our exercise is going to be a driving out from the outside of the arms, squeezing through the shoulder blades to lift as high as you can and controlled lower. You've only got, I believe your number is 10 on these, or 5. I'm sorry, I should have reminded myself before I started this video. But focus on a nice, big, strong pull. It's okay, like we talked about last week with the band, to get a little bit of momentum to help you drive up to get that nice, big range. But what is really important is that you control the down. If you whip them up there and let them fall back down, you've done absolutely nothing for your muscle groups. There's no work in there at all. Gravity's pulling them down, momentum is swinging them up. So if you need some momentum to get them up there, perfectly fine. But force yourself to pause and then a little bit of slow on the release, and you'll definitely feel between the shoulder blades and the back of the shoulders kick in and have to work. So good control on those. You want a nice big range. If the weight that you have limits you getting to about right here, your weight is way too heavy. I'd rather you drop down to 2 cans of soup if that's the case, because I want you to be able to work as high into that range. As long as you can get elbows to shoulders, so you got a straight line from elbow through your shoulders, your range is good enough, so you don't need to go any lighter. Should feel like a challenge right there. All right, so we've got at the end of this workout, combination of tuck-ins from flat right into 2 burpees. So these tuck-ins, you've only got 5 tuck-ins, 2 burpees. Remember, we are from flat, so long body line. If you need to on these, David in particular, pull up a little bit first, pressing that low back down to help you get a little bit off the ground, then tuck those knees in. That's okay. It doesn't all have to come up perfectly. But what I want you working is trying to get that upper body up, then follow it with the legs. So we have 5 here. That's 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go all the way back down on my 5th one. I'm going to roll it over and go right into my 2 burpees from flat. All the way flat. There's my 2. Back to flat. Roll over. And 5 tuck-ins. So pay attention to the transition on that. You only have 2 minutes. You're going to end up doing more reps than you think. 2 minutes will go by slower than ever before, but do your best to keep it connected. Give me everything you got in 2 minutes, and take yourself a little rest. All right, guys, good luck on this workout. I hope those tuck-ins go good, and I hope you can really feel working between those shoulder blades. Have a great workout.